Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday, everybody. Second time we're streaming here on a Saturday. Go for it, man. I mean, you have some cards there that could gain a large sum of money if you get gems. Yeah, that'll make that easier. Yeah, most distributors, buying direct, even your blowouts, your whatever, uh, they either don't have them or they are incredibly expensive. Sometimes I'll get lucky and there'll be top loaders or something like that with my distributor, but I've only gotten lucky twice in the last 6 7 months, something like that. It's uh, it's a rarity. Although they are catching up a little bit on top loaders. At least BCW is. Hey Justin, how you feeling? When did we lose you last night? Yeah, you did just fine. There's a couple cards you could probably make that. Is that the best one? The Joe D probably is the best. It's Joe DiMaggio. I'm assuming low scoring, just because it's Ravens Bills. Oh, jeez. Yep, that'll do it. No problem. Just keep an eye out. Light the fire on Friday, and I got a huge restock coming already. I did the legwork today. So keep an eye. I'll be updating as always. Have a good one, man. 9:15. If anyone's interested, I still do have stuff, believe it or not, for a live break. Go take a look. I still have Prizm football. I did get Topps minis in. They are restocked. If anyone's interested in trying a box or two of those, Topps Chrome Black still in stock. Heritage High Number, Elite Extra Edition, etc. Still a couple ITGs as well. 5 spots left in both that break and NT Collegiate Football. Three nothing Bills. Wow, yeah, that's an ugly stat line. No running backs have rushes for the Bills yet. That's incredible. All right, Saturday night. Let's try and get some personal breaks in here. I didn't know they were playing baseball in the playoffs. That's a change. Let's see if anyone wants to get us started tonight. Topps Mini in stock, Prizm Football, Chrome Black, Stadium Club Chrome, Prizm Draft, and much, much more. I am gonna have so much wax coming in on Wednesday that it's not gonna be funny. I mean, besides the mini, because that came in today. I wasn't expecting that to come in until Tuesday, actually. But yeah, I'm gonna be refilled. The only thing I haven't been able to restock was for some reason 2020 Contenders Baseball. My guy didn't have any, but I can live without that for a little bit. Archives will definitely be fun. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I might do a hit draft, a 10 box hit draft for that one. I'm still you know debating on an eBay break of that. That one's a little tougher, being that there's only 20 cards. Yeah, I think they dropped the active player one a while ago. All right, what do we got here? Gonna do a box of Chrome Black for Noel. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen solicitation for retired yet. I don't know if it's coming out again this year. I don't know if they've combined them. I haven't looked at the sell sheet too closely. I'm going to right after this. Well, you got a lot more to pick from in retired that are, you know, not household names. Let me take a look real quick. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't technically say active player edition in the title of the product, but the sell sheet mentions it as active player edition. So, which tells me they probably are doing a retired. We're just not gonna we're not gonna see it yet. That's usually how it works. All right, good luck, Noel. see what we got for you. All right, our first break of Saturday evening is for Noel doing a box of Topps Chrome Black. Let's see what we can grab out of this. Good luck. Had quite a night last night. Let's see if we can keep it going strong today. 1 auto, 2 base, and a refractor. Empty box. And we'll slide the pack out so we see the auto last. Let's see what we got going here. All right, starting off with a base Austin Meadows for the Rays. Another base rookie Tony Gonsolin for the Dodgers. Pitched pretty well last year. And your refractor is a green. I've heard of him. Mike Trout, green refractor. That's a pretty big hit, actually. His stuff goes for a lot in this. 37 of 99. That's a great hit. It might be the first Trout I've seen, base or refractor. All right, and your auto is for the A's. It is a base auto of Matt Olson. Encased base auto for the Oakland Athletics. Kind of rough on the auto, but this definitely is worth more than most of the autos. The Trout Green. That is a huge card in this, and that will do it. Congrats on the Trout, Noel. Thanks for the order. That's no lie either. That Trout is better than probably 90% of the autos. Now I have see whenever I do say something like that, I have to look it up. It's like it's a habit now. Not a bad one, mind you, but I think even his base goes for like $40. Yeah, his base card goes for 75. How about that? Wow, that's actually I think this is worth more than the box. Yeah, the last Trout Greens went for about 190. How about that? Got the box back with just the Trout Green. I thought it was like a $100 card. I'll be sleeving that ASAP. Change that to being a very nice Trout. That's great. Congrats. That's it's like I said. I don't know if you've probably seen Chrome Black in person, but it pops. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we've done what, like 3 cases of this probably, and I don't think we've even seen a Trout base up until this point. I mean, he's named after a fish. I mean, there's got to be a ceiling for that. You know what I mean? I want there so bad here to be. I'm actually looking it up. I'm looking up to see if there's any other players with a fish last name that played for the Angels. I'm desperately looking. Unfortunately, Kevin Bass never played for him. There is an Austin Chubb, which is a fish, but he's not with the Angels. He's with the Dodgers. Almost. Almost. Like I'd rather. I'm literally looking this up. This is what I'm doing with my time right now. There's a bunch that have played with with like fish last names, but they weren't Angels. Benji Gill. There we go. We'll go with him. He was on the Angels 2002 World Series team. So Benji Gill, Mike Trout, and Tim Salmon. There we go. Figured it out. Everyone can relax now. We've figured out the very important, you know, 3 main characters in the Angels of the Outfield sequel. Everyone can relax. I know everyone was very concerned, but we got it. We got it figured out. Come on, you know this by now. You know how this works. They'd play well for half the season, and then they'd trade him. 9:35. I am still taking live break orders. If anyone is interested, go take a look on the site. Still got a bunch of things in stock after last night's huge break. Is anyone going to score in this game? I mean, come on. 3-0 at the half. And yes, I'm assuming at the half. They couldn't score the first 29 minutes. I mean, we got to have some. We got to set some bar here. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. I mean, technically they're winning. I mean, they're doing their job. They have more points than the other team, but it probably doesn't make you feel too good about facing the Chiefs next week, assuming they beat the Browns. I wouldn't feel too good about it. Hey, you guys just got your first playoff win in 25 years. You're playing with house money at this point. I got to see a Super Bowl win. I'm good for a while. I'm not your normal Philadelphia sports fan where I'm immediately pissed at them. Although they did piss me off slightly this last couple years. But it was more like, really, like the frustration kind of mad, not like, oh, I'm not a fan anymore kind of mad. It's not the same. Not the same thing. It's not the same kind of mad. Yeah, I demanded. I said I'm not coming into work that day if I can't go home in the middle of the shift, watch the Super Bowl, and come back. I said I'll come in early. I'll come in 3 hours early, but I'm not working for when the Super Bowl is until it ends. Oh yeah, I was bouncing off the damn walls. I should have, but I didn't feel like dealing with that. You know how it is. I don't want to deal with that crap. About 9:45, still taking live breaks if anyone is interested. Oh, the Ravens might get a field goal. That's not how this is supposed to work. If only. I don't know who that could be, but just spitballing, you know? Just, hypothetically, if that existed at some point. I mean, the card's not important, right? Dynasty's not that high end. It's not important at all. Yeah, I never really understood that. Like the roll for me is like the most fun part. I kind of like trying to guess. Like even for my own personal breaks, I'll like if I know it's a rookie coming up, I'll kind of slow roll like to see who the team is and try to think, ooh, okay, could it be Gavin Lux or something like that? I'll even slow roll that in my own breaks. I'm not going to do that on camera for every card, but I kind of like to see like, oh, okay, do I have a chance at a big hit here? Like if it's a parallel or something like that. But I mean, it is what it is. Not everyone has to open cards the same way. Like I used to do the thing where I'd peek and I'd like give the card a grade, but I wouldn't give it away, and I wouldn't give it away though until I showed the card, because that's half the fun. Oh, it's 3-3 now. Oh man, this is a barn burner. Jeez, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this anxiety. With all that being said, guys, still taking live break orders. If anyone's interested, wants to get something in, would love to break something if anyone else is interested. Hey, Josh, what's up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I can still feel it, but at least I took some Advil. It's probably kicking in. It's all good. Yeah, the Bills had a 3-run shot in the first, but the Orioles came back in the second, and they got a home run with 2 outs. They tied it up. So it'll be an interesting see if the starters stay in or if they go to the bullpen. I don't know if I'm not the only one that thinks this is an insane game, right? You figured there'd be at least a couple touchdowns by now? Not a career worst game, right? He's never missed something like a 23-yarder, right? I mean, that doesn't happen. He's still the best kicker I've ever personally seen. I don't know about anybody else, but I mean, there's a couple that had a chance, but he's definitely the best. Still taking orders, guys. Approaching 10 o'clock here. We'll have to get something going for everybody. Already seen a good chrome black box today. Got plenty of stuff in stock. Remember, only 8 boxes of Light the Fire football left, and the 2 biggest hits have not been hit yet somehow. So they're in there. I promise they're in there. They're holding out. They're waiting. Yeah, it's hard for me to hate a team. I usually hate a team because of a player, but like I hated the Lakers, you know, for a long time. But when LeBron got there, because I'm a LeBron fan, now I'm a kind of a Lakers fan. Uh, Bandwagon. I'm still the Sixers, but I enjoy watching the Lakers. Like other side of that, I now hate the Nets because I hate James Harden. I can't stand James Harden. I mean, he's MVP of the league this year. Oh, see, any fandom for the Knicks right now is just masochism. You're just asking for it. I mean, think about how sorry New York sports has been over the past, 20 years or so, other than the Yankees. I mean, you've had the Bills just kind of until this year, maybe last year. You've had them kind of just being whatever. The Jets are a laughing stock. The Mets have been, up and down. The Giants haven't been anything special in a long time. I mean, it's New York sports. The Knicks. I mean, it hasn't been great. Well, baseball. You're obviously a Red Sox fan, Tim. We all know it. You can stop hiding it. We all know. We all know you're a huge Johnny Damon fan and Nomar Garcia Parra. Those are your two favorite players. I'm biting my lip. There's a difference. I mean, Josh Bell was clearly their best player, right? I mean, can you really put anybody else there? I mean, they got a bunch of average to below average regulars, like a Kevin Newman. He's not bad. I don't. Polanco kind of just fell off. He was supposed to be really big, but after McCutcheon left, it's kind of just been, you know, floating along. I don't know. I mean, they on paper they definitely will compete, but I mean, they don't have they have an Acuna type superstar now with Lindor, but I mean Acuna, Albies, uh, Soroka when he comes back. I mean that's a formidable team. That's just a really good team. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't an MVP or anything. He didn't play that well. He was only the best in the league. I mean, there's lots of things you don't want to be first in. That's not one. That's one of them that you do, but that's the statement is still true, correct? There are a lot of things you don't want to be first in. The MVP race is not is one of them you do want to be first in. I mean, yeah, the Braves are. I don't want to call the Braves champion. For some reason, I just feel like they're a team that's going to kind of like the '90s Braves, where they're going to be a really good team, but I feel like they're never going to get over the hump and actually win. You know what I mean? Like the '90s Braves teams were fantastic with Chipper and Andrew Jones, and Glavine, Maddox, Smoltz, but they only won the one title, right? I kind of I get the same vibe with this Braves team. But the Dodgers are just so good and so young still. I mean, I get that Kershaw is older, but a lot of their studs are in their 20s still. Seager, Walker Bueller, Gavin Lux is going to probably be at second this year. He's still young. I mean, they got lots of people, and their farm system ain't that bad either. Walker Bueller is going to be their ace for a while. NL Central, I don't know what to do with that. They're the new AL Central. I mean, anyone but the Pirates could win that division. I mean, theoretically, I don't think the Reds are that good either. None of those, all of those teams are on the decline, except maybe the Cardinals. That's why I put the Cardinals out there. The Reds are a mess. The Pirates are a huge mess. The Cubs still have the players that if they come back, like if Bryant and Rizzo have and Baez have bounce back years, they might have the best team on paper. But Yelich is not going to carry the Brewers, I don't think. I like some of their players, but I don't love that team. I mean, they're all gonna yeah, but he'll be back this year. He's still under contract this year. I think they're gonna trade him at the deadline. That's what I think they're gonna end up doing. I don't. I think they ask too much now, and they make a trade in season. So I feel like we would have heard some chatter by now, like rumors, but it hasn't. It's never gone past. Oh, he's on the market. It's never been anything significant. I can't get behind him. I don't know why. Hey Nathan, what's up, buddy? See, he heard him talking about you. It's like one of those. It's like a beacon. He saw it. He saw the beacon. I was a step ahead this time around. I managed to stay a step ahead. Hey, I want it to be known I took the Cardinals. Yeah, that Kobe will do you good for a while. And I should have Light the Fire baseball for a while, because like I said, I'm making 60 boxes, but that comes out in 6 days. So hopefully your PSA stuff comes back soon. So I want everyone to experience that. But see, a down year in that division might still win it. I mean, 85 games is going to win that division, I think, because everyone's going to beat up on the Pirates and the Reds. But I just don't see it happening past that. I've gone back and forth for at least 6 months now. I used to do PSA way back in the day. Like we're talking, well, I guess not way back. But we're talking like 2015, 2014 ish. But I haven't done any grading, modern or vintage, in at least 5 years. But yeah, I'm not that good at it. Let's put it that way. You see, that's the only thing. I'd be super picky. Like I have a bunch of Tatis and stuff that I could send in, and I might finally eventually get around to doing it because I have a bunch. Um, that's insane. That's seriously insane. I mean, congrats. That came out of a retail pack. Think about that. What 4-digit cards have you ever pulled out of a retail pack? I pulled a couple of downtowns for people too. I know we pulled a Halliburton. I can't remember who else we pulled, but there was a bunch in that. The Lucas Silver is is the president of the Holy Crap I Hit This in Retail Club for how relatively easy it was. I mean, now obviously we're telling the future here, but I mean, it's a good thing in hindsight that I wasn't able to get anything because I would have sold it and I would have been like, crap, I used to have a Lucas Silver, but I remember opening a ton um, of 1819 Prizm, and I could only ever hit base inserts, and I think I finally hit a red, white, and blue, and I was like, all right, I'm finally done. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. Yep, so do I. So do I. I mean, I can see you looking back and saying, ah, damn, but it's not like you sold it for like 800 bucks. Right when he started playing well. You did that. I mean, that's a car. That's a decent car. I mean, most of my hold is low end. I do have a nice selection of Tatis rookies that I could send in, but they're all base. I do have an Adley Rushman Green Bowman Draft Sapphire. That would probably grade pretty well. And of course, I do have my Trout rookie, but that is my PC card. I pulled that originally in 2011, but I feel like if it looks really good, so I don't know if I were to send it in and get a 10, I'd probably sell it and rebuy a raw Trout, because I don't necessarily need a gem Trout. I don't know. I really don't know. This is what I do every time I think about grading. It's like, I don't know if I really want to do that. Do I really want to send stuff in and wait for it? I don't know. I'm really bad with it. I'm really not good at it. Because for most cards nowadays, a 9 sells the same as raw. It has to gem. There's only a couple cards, Trout being one of them, that a 9 will sell for more than raw. Well, he wasn't Tim until this year. Kobe White, Taylor Horton Tucker, and one or two others went up, this preseason. Mahomes 9 would probably go for more than raw, yeah. Certain ones, probably your higher end ones like your Prizms, your optics, your selects. But his base rookies, like Panini or Prestige, they probably wouldn't go any higher. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Zion. Like I said, most of my hold is base rookies. I don't hold many autographs or parallels and stuff like that. I go low end with the hold, and if I double my money on that, then cool. But I don't hold high end stuff. I'm a flipper. Still taking personal breaks, guys. About 10-15. If anyone wants to do something. Only 8 light the fire boxes left. Like I said, still some big hits in those. The chances are getting greater and greater each box that we open that or box that we open that does not have one of those two big cards in it. I bought a lot of 1920 hoops. I had a full yellow set, and I have a second full yellow set that's only missing a couple of commons. So I've got the Zion and the John, all those. I remember that. I remember just busting like gold standard and stuff. Oh, jeez. There's probably a case that still exists somewhere, if you think about it. There's a case hiding in a back room somewhere where somebody was just like, "Oh yeah, I've still got this." I mean, you know it exists. Every product that we're like, "Oh man, there can't be any left of that." There's a case somewhere. Oh yeah, that was the exquisite box. I do remember that. Yeah, that was an exquisite. I forget what year it was, but it was that was a biggie. I mean, think about it though. I know we're man, I wish we could do that. Come go back to that time, but there's a bunch of collectors coming in now that will never experience that. We at least, we uh, we got to have a time where retail was easy to get, and we got to bust like a whole bunch of stuff. There's a ton of people just coming into the hobby now that will never experience that, unless you're one of the people, standing in line for 20 hours a week at Walmart or Target. everything's getting pushed back, just so you know, Nathan, because they weren't able to have the rookie, the rookie premiere like they usually would for rookies, and the season started late. Um, Everything's getting pushed back about, they're saying a month right now, but only Hoops and something else is on time. Everything else they're TBAing. So I would say late April, maybe May. They haven't even solicited us yet for Prizm. We just got solicited for Donners, so it's gonna be some time. Right, but it's gonna be whatever you think it's gonna be right now. Push it off another month. They are super behind, and I'm betting we're even gonna see your usual products that are on cards like your first day autos that are usually in Donruss. They might be stickers this year. I don't know how they're gonna handle it, or if they're gonna make them redemptions. I'm not too sure at this point, but they've been pretty candid with us, saying, "Hey, we are behind, especially with on-card autos." That's their major issue is they're just having so much trouble with on-card autos right now. Oh, I know. I haven't forgotten either. It's going up there. I love it. Still taking orders, guys. If anyone wants to get something in here before the end of this stream. Oh, geez, I forgot about that. Oh, there you go, Tim. They're having a huge third inning. All right, I'm going to do a last call on live breaks here, guys. See if we can get something in here before the end of the night. See you, Tim. Have a good one, buddy. See you, Nathan. Have a good one, man. Last call, last call. All right, that's going to do it. Have a good night, guys. Keep you guys updated on streams. Watch some football. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. And I'll be in contact.